In this video I will be giving you my best GTA Online investments, and yes, I got sick again. This will have a little bit of everything from weapons, vehicles and businesses. This list is based on my own opinion, so don't get offended if a weapon, vehicle or business is not in the video. Also, if you have any recommendations, leave it down in the comments below. Also, it is based off how effective these can be with weapons and vehicles. I found what is most effective during a PvP scenario and how helpful it can be for defending yourself. Also, with some vehicles they could also be ranked on how helpful they can be for grinding, and for businesses it's how easy they are to do and how much money you can make from them. These are ranked in no particular order. For a start we have the Kosatka. This is a $2.2 million submarine, or it could be more if you want to add upgrades and customizations. But this contains the Cayo Perico heist, which is one of the most, if not the most profitable heists in GTA. You will need a Kosatka in order to start the setups for Cayo, but the heist itself is really fun. I really like going to the island and scoping it out and seeing what you can take and just the whole idea of the heist. This would have been a top investment and still is one of the best investments you can make, but this used to be the go-to grinding method as there wasn't even a cooldown and you could earn millions each time you do the heist. But Rockstar would add a 2-hour cooldown as the shark cards had to be bought. Along with the heist, it does come with some extras such as the guided missile station and fast travel, but the best part besides the heist is the vehicle pods, which contain the mini submarine which no one buys or uses, and the Sparrow, which is a great feature and it's so convenient. It makes doing the setups much easier as you don't need to call a ding in, you could just leave your Kosatka and a Sparrow. Next up is the mentioned Sparrow. The fastest helicopter in the game, and if you're doing the heist, this helicopter is your best friend as it's the most convenient vehicle to access. If you have the submarine with the Sparrow pool vehicle, you can call this helicopter from anywhere using the interaction menu and it will spawn right next to you, which is 100% better than the mechanic delivering your vehicle nowhere near you. The Sparrow comes with a machine gun or missiles, but you need to pay for the missiles, but it is 100% worth it. Although the missiles aren't great, they are unlimited and can be shot out fairly quick. With a recent update, the armor on the Sparrow has been upgraded, which makes it better than ever. With using it in a PvP scenario, it can be useful as it's quite agile, but you will need to at least be somewhat good at using helicopters, such as the Sparrow or even the Buzzard, as it can be quite hard to use against ground targets. Also, it's very easy for a player to snipe you as the front window is absolutely massive. And for grinding, this can be extremely helpful, especially with the Cayo Perico heist. Up next we have the Nightshark. When fully upgraded, this thing is a tank, being able to take up to 26 missiles, which can be extremely helpful when dealing with someone on a Mark II. As the Mark II only has a 20 missile capacity, the Nightshark is also really fast for how armoured it is. It can reach a top speed of 104 miles per hour, which puts it at the 18th out of 50 for the fastest off-road vehicles. I would recommend not putting the plates over the windows as it doesn't have the same protection as the Armour Kuruma when it comes to being shot out the car. Having no plates on the windows, you can use the sticky bombs, which is more effective than using the machine gun. It's not too helpful when it comes to grinding as NPCs have godly aim and can shoot you out of it. But for PvP it is a great defensive option, although it lacks in offense, with your best offensive option being a sticky bomb. Next up we have the heavy sniper. The best sniper in the game and the most powerful, being able to one-shot most players, not using either BST or body armor. Little recoil, fairly easy to use and is a necessity for PvP battles, and depending on the mission can be quite useful for grinding. You might get a mission where you have to snipe someone out of a van, you never know. The heavy sniper comes with 6 shots, but can be upgraded to the Mark II version which deals more damage and will reduce the amount of hit markers. You can equip custom ammo such as explosive rounds, but to me I just tend to use extended mag, which just adds 2 more shots. Ammo types like the explosive rounds don't have much ammo, and using an extended mag can save you from running back to get more. This sniper can be helpful when dealing with Mark II players, but you need to be decently accurate as it's hard to snipe someone off. Next up we have the railgun. I put the railgun over the homing launcher, RPG and grenade launcher as I find it to be the best weapon to take out any vehicle, as it's an instant shot as opposed to the homing launcher, RPG and grenade launcher, which can take a couple of seconds before reaching its target due to travel time. On a ground battle, I would rather use the RPG or homing launcher as it's easier to kill your targets as you don't need to hit them directly. But the railgun is more useful against vehicles like the Mark II, Deluxo or Raiju Jet. I could have put any heavy weapon I named here, but I chose the railgun. But if you have the money, I would buy the homing launcher. As it may have 10 less rockets than the RPG, it does have a faster travel speed, making it better to kill targets as it gives them less time to react. Next, we have the Terrorbyte. This is an absolute must for grinding as it can save you a lot of time. If you park your Terrorbyte outside, or if you're doing crate grinding and parking near your warehouses, it can save you a ton of time as it cuts out tracking back to your office or any other business to continue with the grinding. You can resupply businesses such as hire cargo, special cargo which is crates, vehicle cargo, bunker supplies and drug supplies. Along with being able to resupply the named businesses, you can also run some missions called client jobs that pay out decent money when completing them. I'm just adding this bit to the script, but you can only steal supplies for the drug and bunker businesses, and you can't buy them from your Terrorbyte. If you actually want to buy them, then you can either go to each business or use the arcade. The Terrorbyte does also come with some other features such as a drone station and turret station which can be helpful in different ways. Next up is the Oppressor Mk II. Hold on, I know this vehicle gets a lot of warranted hate as it's really shit to deal with, but this could be really helpful for grinding. Let me explain. There's a reason I have both the Terrorbyte and the Mk II back to back, and it's because you can store the Mk II in the Terrorbyte. This makes it so convenient when you're using your Terrorbyte for grinding, as you don't need to leave your Terrorbyte in colour vehicle, but instead you can leave in the Mk II which saves you a lot of time. The Mk II is decently fast with the top speed being 130 miles per hour, although going in a straight line drops your speed to 109 miles per hour, but if you hold RB and pull up a bit you can maintain a 130 mile per hour speed. It also has a boost which makes takeoff a lot faster. I don't think you need me explain how well this does in PvP as it's been nerfed several times already. But it does come with machine guns, but most people buy the rockets as it's the best option, even though they aren't nearly as good as they were a couple of years ago. There is an explosive MG option, but it's not really good. It also comes with a chaff or flares which can disrupt any vehicle trying to lock onto you. I don't really like using the Mk II for PvP unless I have to, and I only use it for grinding crates. Next we have the Toreador. The best for vehicle-on-vehicle combat, this is definitely worth the price. It is extremely helpful for PvP as it can tank up to 6 homing missiles and 2 RPG missiles, so it has good armour, but also has very accurate and unlimited missiles. I'm going to do a bit of comparing here. The Mk II has 20 missiles and the Deluxo has 30 missiles. So the Toreador could be a good alternative, or even better than a Mk II. I really think the Toreador is actually much better than the Mk II. Along with the armour and missiles, it also comes with a boost and the ability to go underwater, so this is basically Stromberg on steroids. The boost can be super helpful when fighting off Mk II users as the rockets will miss as they're not really accurate and the boost lets you outrun them. Even for grinding this can be useful as it can get you from point A to point B fast by using the boost. Overall, a must buy. Next we have the warehouses. My favourite business to grind. You will need to purchase an office, which I did consider putting on the list, and maybe I should have, but I just left it off. But I'll mention it here to purchase warehouses. They come in different sizes ranging from small, medium and large. The small warehouse can hold 16 crates and will make you 240k when fully filled. The medium warehouse can hold 42 crates and will make you 735k when fully filled. And the large warehouse can hold 111 crates and will make you 2.2 million when fully filled. For more about the warehouse, I recommend my grinding method video where I explain more in detail. The warehouses can be a really good choice for making easy money as the resupply missions are easy to do, and so are the sales missions except for one.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
While being good for making money, they can also be good for leveling up, as both the resupply missions and sale missions give out a good amount of RP. You can choose to either resupply from your office or Terrorbyte. As I explained it, it's a lot better to resupply from your Terrorbyte as it will save you a lot of time, as you don't need to go from your warehouse to your office for each supply mission. The prices for the crates are 2k for 1 crate, 8k for 2 crates and 18k for 3 crates. I recommend doing the 2 crates as this is in the middle. If you do 1 crate then you might make a better profit, but it will take ages to fully resupply. But when doing 3 crates it might be quicker, but you'll make a lot less profit, so doing 2 crates levels things out. Next we have the MC businesses. When I say MC businesses, I'm mainly talking about the meth lab and cocaine lockup, but if you have the money then you could get both the counterfeit cash and weed lab. If you bought the starter pack then the counterfeit cash comes free. Just whatever you do not buy the forgery document one as it will make you little money. The MC businesses have 2 options to resupply, either by stealing the supplies or buying it for 75k. If you don't have a lot of money I recommend stealing the supplies. When stealing supplies the bar will go up by 1, so you will need to do around 5 resupply missions to max out the bar. The prices of the supplies can drop depending on the remaining stock you have. These businesses are passive as you can fully stock up on supplies and run them in the back and go do something else while your stock continues to rise. So once you have fully restocked, you can go grind another business like the warehouses. The meth lab and cocaine lockup make the most money out of the rest of them. With the meth lab you can make 170k without any upgrades, 204k with 1 upgrade and 238k with 2 upgrades. And for the cocaine lockup it's 200k without upgrades, with 1 upgrade it's 240k and with 2 upgrades it's 280k. These prices that I have listed are if you sell near, but if you choose to sell far away the product value increases by 50%. I recommend doing the far away ones as it may take longer, it will be totally worth it. For more information again check out my grinding method video as I cover it in better detail. These businesses can also be helpful for our next investment, which is the Nightclub. The way this business works is that it feeds off others such as warehouses and MC businesses, but before I get into that I will tell you some things that make the Nightclub a good investment and how to make the most amount of money. Like the MC businesses, the Nightclub is a passive business so you can do other things and come back to a lot of money ready to be sold. The sale missions for me are the easiest in the game, as they consist of driving to either one location which will be on your map, or you might need to use the tracker app on your phone, or drive to a couple of locations spread around the map. Very easy to do and just an easy cruise. Now to make the most money, the only upgrade you need is the storage. The more floors you have, the more products you can produce. You do not need any other upgrades, especially the security one, as for me it's been a couple of months since my Nightclub was raided. Go to your PC and select warehouse management and you will want to hire all the technicians, which can maximise profit. You will get one for free and the rest you'll need to pay for. If you have bought both the warehouses and MC businesses, the Nightclub will feed off these businesses in the background, and with the storage you have bought this will allow more products to be supplied to the Nightclub. Last time when completing the sale missions, Tony will actually take a 10% cut of the sale, but he will never take over 100k. And that's the end of the video. I could make a short part 2 as there's some things I left off. This is again my own opinion, but leave a comment about a vehicle, business or weapon you would include on this list. But until then, enjoy your day.